Step right in, don't miss the show. Big Fat Rick is ready to go. Big Fat Rick, Big Fat Rick, come on in for the slickest trick. Big Fat Rick, Big Fat Rick, tune it now, he's your midnight pick. Big Fat Rick, Big Fat Rick, stay tuned now for the Big Fat Rick Show.
Welcome to the Big Fat Rick Show. I'm excited about today's guest. An amazing story, life story, as a human being, as well as musical story. Just outstanding all the way around. So today's guest is none other than OD, the Street Guard. What's up, bro?
What's up? What's up?
How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good.
So of all the members of the community or the people that come through here, man, you got a pretty you're one of the individuals with a more, how should I say, like interesting story or just incredible. I mean, I don't know which one of the two, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
I guess we'll start with the content of your music. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I like to do. OD, man, I have somebody get mad at me on one of these interviews, bro. They was mad that I wasn't like highlighting their projects that was coming up, and I get that, bro. But I'm more concerned with who y'all are as people. You see what I'm saying? Like who, you get what I'm saying? Like who are we surrounding ourselves with? Like that's more the vibe I'm on, you know. And you know that, you watch.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we'll start with the content of your music. Well, for those out there that don't know who you are, bro, how would you describe, you know what I'm saying, who OD the Street Guard is?
I'm a former soldier, from South Carolina. Had tough upbringings, I went from being in foster homes. And then my dad came and got me, and then, he did what he could while he was alive. And then, I went through a lot. I went through the crucible. Been the war, been 3 years overseas straight. Glad to be alive.
So, how old were you when you first joined, I believe it was the Army?
The Army, United States Army. I was 19.
19.
I was 19 when I joined. Yeah.
And how long did you ultimately serve as a soldier in the United States Army?
I served for 4.5 years. My last year, I was only supposed to do 4 years, but I was in the middle of a tour during my last year, so it extended over 5 months.
And you was where? Afghanistan? Iraq?
I was in Afghanistan. My second tour was
Afghanistan.
18 months in Afghanistan.
A lot of guys, we lost a lot of good people out there in Afghanistan.
Oh yeah.
A lot of cowardly war tactics that our enemy uses. It's what I would categorize it at, and personally, that's what I would say. Putting bombs on dogs, arming little kids, and the media doesn't really show that shit, bro. But I've talked with soldiers, you know what I'm saying? So I know what they see when they come back. Now, in one of your songs, you talk about losing somebody in front of you, right?
I watched my best friend, Campbell. Me and him served. Me and him been together for almost a year and a half, training, and we became close. And just a regular day on the fob, and we was in a red zone, and they told us, we had to have our Kevlar on. He didn't have his Kevlar on. 1 minute he's standing there, next minute he on the ground bleeding out from the head.
Damn. And that was what, like a sniper or?
Yeah, it was a sniper from a mountain because the fob that we was on was underneath a mountain, which was the craziest thing because once the sun once the sun is behind the mountain, you can't see nothing on the mountain.
Right.
It's completely dark.
And I'm sure they use that to their advantage.
Yeah,
Um, damn. So that must have been tough, man.
it was real tough. It was one of those things. It was one of many things that made me want to strive to get out.
And
I
this
felt like
happened. Go ahead.
that happened in 2008, 2008 before like
How far into your tour did this happen?
um I want to say it was wintertime, so it had to have been in November of 2008. I was still in the middle because I didn't get out until March March of '09. I didn't
Damn.
fully get out until March of '09.
So you've been out of the military now since '09 completely.
Yeah,
You stay in contact with people that you serve with over there?
all the time, all the time. All my battles, they hit me up every day. They still going through it. I had a battle buddy that took his life like 4 months after he got out
Damn.
because he couldn't deal with the weight of being home. You go over there, they train you to kill, um, you do a lot of things, and then when it's time for you to get out, they say, okay, now live your normal life. It's one of the hardest things you can do. It's one of the things I had to deal with when I first came home. That's why I ended up, eventually getting in the drug game, which I didn't want to really get into. It was just you either do this or
And
you be on the streets.
that was after you served.
That was after I served.
Yeah. That's now see now most people they involved in that kind of lifestyle first, and then they serve. You see what I'm saying? To get out of it. A lot of people will go in to get kind of run from that lifestyle, but in your situation, I guess you felt like your back was against the wall in some form, and you
Yeah,
had to do
because
that.
it was really hard for me to get a job. A lot of people thought that my mind was unstable because you know I'm coming from the military. They just you know, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I went through a lot when I first got out, so I was probably feeling the weight of being home. So maybe they was right at the time, but I had to fight through that.
And what was some of the hardest challenges you had when you came home?
Um, Getting a job, um, getting your mind framed from you know always feeling like you about to be attacked. There were times where I couldn't sleep. I haven't really. I went through a big case of insomnia, um, all the way up to 2015. Couldn't really sleep. Like I would be sleeping, and I could still feel everything around me.
So you was never like getting into like a full like deep sleep.
Yeah,
And that lasted for how long?
till 2015.
Damn. And then like what do you give credit to for overcoming that?
2015, I went to go and visit Campbell's family in Texas, and I would always go down there when I can. But this particular time, when I went up there, his girlfriend, well, his baby mother, because they never got a chance to get married. She was pregnant before we went out. Um, I made a promise that I was gonna we was gonna come home together, and like I felt like I let her down, so I would go and visit her. Um, I would never forget. She came and gave me a hug, and she told me, "There's nothing that you could have done." And I promise you, Rick, I felt like it was him, like
That's
telling me
wild.
that. So,
Yeah, that's deep, bro. That's deep, man. Um,
and I felt like the
man.
whole weight of the world just came off my shoulders. So,
Yeah,
I think when I went back home, my mind frame was totally different. I mean, plus I, I was having my second kid at the time, so it was like I got to do something different.
this that thing where they make like where a family member, like, okay, where two guys are in the military together, right? They might be buddies, and then somebody's family member will kind of put that on the other. Oh, make sure he gets home, and then you know what I mean. Make sure he gets home, okay. And then the soldier ends up promising something that you can't really promise. You get what I'm saying? But
I,
I know y'all doing that to make the family member feel better. But y'all get over there
yeah,
and you ain't even got no control over if you coming back, let alone,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna
Now,
lie. After my first deployment, I felt kind of invincible because I went through a lot of stuff. Like we went through. I had to kick down doors. I was a point man, and I just felt invincible because we had shootouts, never got touched anything. But that was in Iraq. Now, when I went to Afghanistan, I was involved in ID blasts, all type of stuff, RPG. Went through my
yeah.
roof, cut it out. I was like, man, I literally felt like in Afghanistan, I wasn't going to make it home.
Were you injured at all? Like, I know that you had close calls, but like, were there any actual injuries?
Yeah, I almost had my leg amputated. Um, it was a roadside bomb. It went off three vehicles in front of me, and a piece of metal went through my engine block and hit me in my leg. And at the time, I didn't even know I was hit until I got out the vehicle, and I dropped to the ground immediately and saw nothing but blood. And they immediately took me to the medical tent, and they was telling me that they were probably gonna have to amputate my leg.
Damn.
And I ain't gonna lie, Rick, I'm a grown man. I was crying like a baby. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, yeah,
I was,
absolutely.
I felt like you ever just start thinking about times that you was walking and running,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they pulled the metal shrapnel out of my leg, and I started getting feelings in my leg. I ain't gonna lie, I felt like God was on my side.
Is that when you came home after that?
Actually, I did. I went on R&R for about a month, and then I was back on duty.
Damn. That's rough, bro. That's rough, man. When you were in there, did you have support from anybody back home? Anybody writing you?
Not really, not really, and that's because I didn't. I told the Red Cross not to let them know anything because I just number one, I didn't want to know what was going on at home, and I didn't want to give them bad news. Somebody actually told my mom that I was dead. Like,
Damn.
so when she
That's great.
saw me, she thought I was a ghost.
Damn, that's crazy, man. Talk about misinformation, bro. That's
I
wild,
know,
man. Damn.
but that happens all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah. And vice versa, they may tell somebody you alive. and you not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
seen them mess up a lot of ways. My grandfather was in the Navy for like 40 years. You know what I mean? So like I've been around. You know what I mean? Like I'm familiar a little bit, and I always like hold military service in high regard, especially if you went overseas. Like that to me, like I know already the kind of character that you got to be to even, you know what I'm saying, to even come back alive. Period. And then the rest of the struggles when you finally get home and all that, bro. I can
Yeah.
imagine, but I can't fully, you know what I mean, because yeah, I was gang banging. I had people shoot at me, bro, but I ain't never had nobody hit the whip with an RPG. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
While I'm riding through the hood, you know. So that's a whole other shit right there, bro. All right, so from there, you came home. You had struggles to about 215, and then after 215, what you started to get like traction, like you started to get like your head
Yeah.
back right, and
What was crazy was all that time that I couldn't sleep. I went to college.
damn, okay,
Um, I started studying business administration with a concentration on human resources. I got my bachelor's degree. Um, at the time, I was working a warehouse, only making like $10.30, and then opportunities started coming my way. To be a manager for DuPont, Fortune 500 company. Been
so
a
that's
manager
what.
for them. Yeah, that was my start. Started doing that. At that time, I was still I was doing security at nightclubs. I've been doing that when I got out too, but that was like a side hustle. It wasn't
Uh,
really paying that much money to do security like that.
oh, okay. I was gonna say it's probably not making a whole lot of money doing that, right? Like clubs and.
But you know what was crazy? It was kind of therapeutic for me because working in nightclubs give you that adrenaline that you got when you was overseas. Because a lot of stuff happens in the streets when you work in nightclubs.
A lot of stuff happening, period, out here, bro. I mean, I hear all the time soldiers making it out or whatever, and then they come home and get killed over some bullshit at, you know what I mean, at
Yeah,
the club or whatever. Just, and that's how you go. You made it through all that, and then you come home and then some punk ass motherfucker,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Some like little bitch take your life. You know what I mean? That's wild to me right there. But that's unfortunately the way life works, bro. You know what I mean? And it's not pretty.
yeah.
So you put all this stuff in your music. Now you got a few songs that's like just something else, bro. As far as the content and what you're talking about, the church shooting one always sticks with me, and also the one where you talk about your over there or whatever, right?
hmm
So when did you start like creating music when you got out? Like so I guess you jumped in '09 or whatever.
So
So
what was crazy was during my last deployment, um, me and my sergeant and a couple other soldiers, we would we would rap all the time. Like we do freestyle ciphers, we used to battle each other, all type of stuff. And my sergeant, we would create songs while we was overseas. So um, he told me, you know, when you get out, I see something special in you. You need to continue to do this. And at first, I was like, man, I don't know. I don't think so. But I came back home and ran into my engineer, Young Ho, and you know, he told me I'm the best rapper he ever heard. Like, only thing I need to do is just follow his lead, create the beats, and I get on it.
and then so you just from there, you know what I mean? Y'all just started building or whatever.
Yes.
So
Yes.
how many albums do you have since you started?
Um, this I started back in 2013, like creating albums. So this is like my fourth album now that I'm on now.
This is number 4 with what we're hearing
Number
now.
four. Yeah.
Damn. And so where can we find all the other albums?
I never released it. Well, I never released it through regular thing. I used to put it on LimeWire and other forums.
I remember Lime.
Remember Dat Piff?
I remember LimeWire.
I
That
had,
shit make your whole shit crash.
yeah, I did that. I did Dat Piff. I had it on there for a minute. I mean, I still keep the old copies of all my old albums, but like I said, all my new albums I started putting it on YouTube, and I have an album that's on SoundCloud. My last
Um,
two albums.
so I mean, you're aware that lately a lot of people have been speculating that you're not a human artist, that you're AI. A lot of people are speculating that.
I know
Um,
this ever since the rise of AI, it just really like been it's a stressful process because you can't even make music without people trying to then make assumptions. You know, you don't know me. You never people in South Carolina know me. I have a lot of friends, fans here who watch me rap all the time. So I
um,
always keep a mic with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm
yeah.
always making music. So I mean, at the end of the day, that's fine. I mean, I know the world that we live in right now. So
Is do you use AI at all in your process?
I don't use it in my process, but my engineer use synthesizers and he use Dreamtronics to
I
help
don't even
amplify.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a voice atomizer. Like it'll pitch down your voice, pitch up your voice. It'll add expression to your voice when needed. Um, it's just something that he's been using for a while now.
It's like I guess
But
that's like kind of like auto tune in a way. I've never heard of it.
it's something like auto tune. It's a DAW.
Is that
I don't know.
considered AI? I mean, I don't know. Is
I
that
don't. I don't. I don't, I don't think that's considered AI because I actually rap my music.
okay? So you rap everything. There's no AI
I
involved.
rap.
So
I rap my music. Like whatever my engineer does after I put my music together, he does the scientifics of everything, add effects, add background vocals, singers. He do all that other stuff.
um, I think
Sometimes, sometimes, sometimes when I get my music back, I'll be surprised. I'll be like, "Damn, you did all of that from just me rapping on a verse."
there's I mean, there's some issues that people have is like because when they try to find your music, they can't find nothing older than a year. So then you see what I'm saying? Like there's like all these question marks, bro. Is there any way that you can disprove? Like, do you have like old like
Yes,
footage of you rapping stuff like that? I mean, I think you should
yes.
post it. I mean, I think you should set it all to rest, bro. You know what I mean? Because if
I mean, I have seen you. I seen you a couple of my old tracks. You know, all the time. I mean, my throwaways, my music that I've been doing throughout the years that I've been rapping. Like anything that I feel like I have to send in, I normally send it.
yeah,
I mean,
I,
like I say, the only problem is when I send outdated stuff. a lot of people don't really like it because like I did like strip club songs, all type of other stuff. People really wasn't really feeling it like that.
There's I mean, like I said, there's just a lot of question marks, and like I want them answered, bro, because nobody wants to believe that you're AI. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's like the like I
I know
mean,
I'm not AI. Like I say, at the end of the day, I know I'm not AI. So I mean, I never was here the battle critics. I'm here to put my music out, and if you rock with me, you believe me, you know, you listen to my music, you like my music, you know, I'm cool with that. If you don't believe me, that's something that you got to deal with, because I mean, I've actually rapped in front of ARs. I had labels that wanted to sign me. I
oh, I
got
mean,
platinum
I believe
producers.
that. I believe that. It's just people want to see you rapping in person now. That's you know what I mean. Like that's the consensus. Like people would like to see you perform now live, something, anything. You know what I mean?
I
Like
have I
people.
have performed a lot, but I mean, shoot, people don't live in South Carolina, and thing is, I can't put a lot of my old videos out because of what I mean where I used to do them at. But I'll get in trouble. So, but I
So
mean,
who
like I
was?
said, I'm not here. I'm not really here to try to prove the critics. Like I said, I'm not here for the critics. I'm here to just put my music out, and if you like my music, I rocks with you. If you don't, if I mean, right now we in a weird time where everybody want to witch hunt. So it is what it is.
So when you was coming up, like who was some of your influences, like on the mic?
Jay Z, Nas, um, the Locks. Um,
Yeah, because I hear a lot of that East Coast influence in your music. Like I can hear it.
yeah, I'm a big fan of Jay Z, man. Jay Z changed my life, man. I have all his albums and CDs.
Yeah,
You know,
dude gets a lot of hate, man.
and I understand. When you're at the top, the success, you're gonna get
Yeah.
the love and you're gonna get the hate.
What so what's next for you? Like what kind of projects you got coming up?
I got a song that I'm doing with P Trapper. Jeeves just hit me up. He want me to work with him and Mark Minnie, another rapper from South Carolina down here. Um, like I said, I'm willing to work with anybody. Just give me enough time to do it. Right now, I'm like working mad hours. I'm working 12-hour shifts at the hospital, so a little difficult to maneuver around schedules.
Yeah. No, I understand, bro. I haven't been able to write. Everybody want me on something, bro, and I haven't been able to do shit. You know what I mean? I just been so you know what I mean, just not in the state to write. But yeah, man.
I
So
get
we
it.
look.
I get it.
Yeah,
And you know what? And I'm gonna be real with you, Rick, man. Been listening to your music off and on, like just going on your page and listening to your music, man. You are awesome independent artist, man. For real. Been listening to you, man.
damn. Thank you,
Really,
bro.
for real.
Damn, bro. Coming from you, that's crazy, man. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's been crazy, man. I my whole shit's been up and down. I've been in trouble. You know what I mean? Like I started this a long time ago, and I just keep every time I thought I was getting somewhere, I made sure to put myself in the way. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I got
I
leverage,
get it.
I threw myself in the way every fucking time, bro. I ain't want to
I get
succeed,
it.
I guess. You know what I mean? I ain't want to do nothing.
But you know, you succeeding because you know you created this community, man. Like it's good to be in a positive space. You know,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
when you got somebody who listens to your music, you know, who can give you real feedback and understanding, you know, of your music. So, you know, I appreciate that, you know, for real. My
yeah.
family watch the show now, so you know, you got a couple of subscribers on your side too.
Oh, I didn't even know that, man. That's what's up, man. Tell them I said thank you, bro. Yeah, I like to support real music and real artists and stuff, man. And maybe this is my calling. Yeah, like you said, maybe this is how I'm supposed to succeed. You know what I mean? Maybe this is it, and I can
But
accept that.
still do your music, still do the music, man, because you were really talented.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, my music comes in waves. You know what I mean? Like I write, and then I don't write shit for a while, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know why, but
I
it just, you know what I mean?
I get it. I had writer's block so many times. You know, a lot of songs I write is created structured in my mind. You know, things that I really want to talk about. You know, talk
Yeah,
about my mom. Talk about I had a ex girlfriend that passed away from cancer. I spoke about her on Lost Ones. I had two cousins that got killed due to street violence, unsolved murders. I spoke on that on things ain't going to change. Shout out Crystal Singleton, my
I
dog.
remember that one. I remember that one.
Yeah,
That's
me and her started out on the church choir together.
so you guys met in church.
Yeah, yeah, Crystal. Yeah, she's very talented.
Yo, she
I
be
think I think she's gonna be signed soon. Like y'all gonna be hearing her very soon.
and
I'm just
she,
glad that she was able to work with me, yo. I'm
how
very
many
appreciative
songs
of
y'all
her.
got? I know you got one, but you got more than
A
one song with her?
bunch. Well, I got a bunch of songs with Crystal. I got a
You
bunch of
dropped
songs with Crystal.
you dropped them already?
Yeah, yeah, they're on YouTube. They're on
They're
YouTube.
all on your page now on YouTube.
Yeah, they're on my YouTube page. One of the she did she did a rendition of one thing. Um, very
I know
talented man.
I know I heard at least one or two featuring her because you
Yeah,
sent them in.
she's on a lot of songs. Her my homeboy Jimmy, he's also a singer. Um,
Now these are local
Glenn
people.
Ali,
These are local
all these are
people
my
that you
local.
met.
All these are all local. All these people are local that I either grew up with or you know they up and coming artists that reached out to me after listening to my music.
Damn, you putting them on and shit. That's what's up, bro. I mean, the church is the best place, bro. That's where the best singers are. I swear to God.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you,
Yo,
I'm
wasn't
telling you.
Beyonce in the church choir or
Yeah,
something like
she was on a church choir.
Rihanna? Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's where the best singers are, bro. The most soulful singers, man. The best ones, man. So Jay Z, you fuck with Nas growing up. Me too.
growing up,
You know what I mean?
and then recently, you know, man, you know, I went down the journey of listening to Kendrick Lamar since '09. Man, this dude is on a whole nother level. Like to
Who?
me, Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, okay. You like him over, say, Nas?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
like him over Jigga?
I think they, I think they on the same playing field right now. Like what Kendrick does with music conceptually, like I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
You know, he turned a whole album to a movie or
Yeah.
a poem. You
Yeah,
know,
I give it to him, bro. He's not in my top 10 lyrically, but as far as impact, you got to put him up there. Probably I could say something controversial like he's the Tupac of our era, but these youngins would
Tupac
probably
of our
kill.
era.
Yeah, but the youngins would probably kill me if you know what I'm saying, if I said something like that. But as far as impact, I'm not talking about lyrically. I ain't talking about they sound the same. I ain't the impact that he's making on the community, the culture. I'm saying is similar to
Yeah.
what Pac did when he came. Different circumstances, but I think same level of impact. And the kids are gonna kill
And
me for
and
that.
that and that's what I try to do with my music. I want to impact people. I want to make people feel something. I want to bring people together. You know, we do a lot of tearing each other down
Yeah,
in this world. I try to do things to uplift people.
yeah. Well, that's
Let them
something
know
else
that you could.
Kendrick. That's something else Kendrick and Pac had in common because they both of them was dissing motherfuckers out here. You know what I mean? All that. Both of them got notoriety. You know what I mean? By dissing. Kendrick Lamar left that joint with like 12 Grammys for dissing Drake. And Pac ain't win no
Amen.
Grammys for it, but he went fucking diamond. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Diamond. Motherfuckers now be
yeah,
lucky they sell 50,000 copies. This motherfucker went diamond, bro.
yeah,
That's
man.
wild, man. So, what's your actual writing process? See, for me, like, I get a beat and I marinate on it and then see what be coming to me and then I start with one line and like how does OD form a song?
What's crazy is I come up with a title, and then with that title, I'll come up with concepts. I'll do research. I'll study the concepts, and then I'll work on the structure. You know, whether I want it to have a bridge, do I want it to have an intro, do I want it to have an outro? You know, then I go into what style I want to go into because there's different styles of writing. Is this going to be a storytelling? You know, is this going to be just a lyrical song where I just want to have to write my best scheme, put the best scheme together that nobody ever heard before? You know, um, and then I just start writing. You know, I just start writing, and then
Um
you
when
know,
do you know it's done?
I never really know. It's crazy because even I listen to some of my old songs and I be like, man, I need to go back and change something on it.
Yeah, I do that too.
So I mean, I guess I'll ask some people how they feel about the song, and then if everybody likes it, then I'll be willing to want to put it out.
I never know when the fucking song's done, bro. I hear the song a year later and I'll be like, man, I could have done this or you know what I mean?
I'm
Or,
telling
or
you,
why or why I said that shit. I'll take that out, you know what I mean, or whatever. But yeah, yeah, it's crazy,
yeah.
man. So, so you are you working on a new album now?
Um, I'm putting songs together. I mean, conception wise, I'm not like putting a full length EP together. I'm just right now. I'm just trying to link with different artists to see if I can make some music. I haven't really had like nothing to really talk about mentally that was on my brain to rap about in a while. You know.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta take a break and live a little bit of life, right?
Yes. Yes.
Um,
But I'm telling you, as soon as it hit me, I'm telling you, I'm gonna put another album out.
yeah, mine come like that too, bro, in waves.
And I tell you this too, the right instrumental. You know, I
Yeah,
gotta feel it. If I'm not feeling the instrumental, I can't really write. You know,
yeah, the
that's
instrumental will
why
bring
it's
it
kind of
out.
it's kind of hard for me to do those competitions that y'all be having because mentally I gotta feel it. If I feel the beat, I could knock it out in a second. But I'll give it a try. That
Yeah,
that that country one was kind of tough.
yeah. I would have probably had trouble with that one too. Some guys, bro, they was eating on that motherfucker.
Yeah, they was killing it. It was killing it.
Yeah, yeah. That competition kind of left a bad taste in my mouth the way it went down and the way the people felt afterwards. And I never want nothing like that to happen in my community. But I mean, sometimes
I mean,
it happens. Shit happens. What you gonna do, right?
I just say, anybody who's not in this community, they gotta respect people's style and how they do things. You know,
Yeah,
you, if you haven't listened to the show, I feel like you should take a step back on your opinion. Because you don't know A Money. You know what I'm saying? You don't know DJ Sunny Side Up. You know, you don't know. If you knew that, if you knew them a part of the community, you wouldn't have the type of opinion that you have. You know, give them the benefit of the doubt and even bless you with a track. I mean, that's
yeah.
just my opinion.
No, that's actually pretty accurate, man. When I went back and thought about it, I was like, they don't know the artists in this community, and they don't really know where them artists are coming from, or they don't know the basic even information about those artists. You know what I mean? So, excuse me, I definitely regret the way that it. You know, I just wish it would have went a little bit different, but hey, it is what it is, bro.
It
Now,
happens. Like I said, I mean, at the end of the day, like I had to learn the community. I had to me being an outsider coming in. That's why you really don't. You see me on the outskirts, because I'm still feeling everybody, seeing if everybody rocks me some type of way and not, so
I'm
that's just how I roll.
yeah. No, man, the way shit is. So, all right, so I'm trying to find. I'm on your page now. I'm gonna play some music. This one thing here, I like this one here. So this is you and the singer that you discovered at church.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did this one thing, make me feel it is this one thing you did.
Shorty, it's that single move you pull when the lights get low. Got my whole world spinning like a final on slow-mo. Yeah. You take the head of all my problems, handle them with perfect gear. One deep conversation and I'm losing all my grip right there. Ain't talking roses or candy, nah that's sweet but regular. You tried that private signature, leave me speechless, no editor. Crown jewel in your arsenal, you place it like the Queen's decree. Every other chick trying to copy, but the blueprint stays with me. They green and all, you bring the stylist that speaks volumes loud. I'm addicted to the way you blow my mind in crowded clouds. Yeah.
One thing that got me tripping, you dig. This one thing made me feel is one thing you did. Oh.
Check it, late night, beat knocking soft like a heartbeat. You flip the switch, turn my chaos to complete art. It's the way you handle pressure, never rush, you never miss the mark. Got me questioning gravity, cause I'm weightless when you start. Other options talk a big game, they fumble like a bad hand. You deal that perfect draw and watch the whole room stand. You the hidden chef with the secret spice, you blend just right. One taste and I'm hooked, every problem meets a skin that night. You crown me rapper, no throne even needed in the scene. I'm royalty in the moment, in the feelings I'm defeated clean. It's crazy.
One little thing changes everything. You do it so clean. Put the happy in my everything.
Yeah. you do that. Keep me happy. OD the street god.
Yeah, man. She got a really nice voice, bro. Really sets it off right there.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
a
man.
blessing, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, man. All right, bro. Listen, I appreciate you coming through, taking the time out of your day. I know you work nights, right? You work.
Yeah, right now I'm on 12-hour shift. Um, my regular shift is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So a lot of times when I'm on chat, I'm at work.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's the best way. That's the best time to be on that motherfucker.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Get paid. You know what I mean? You're getting paid to watch Rick Ruger. That's what's up.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I enjoy the community. I'm thankful for every artist that I got a chance to work with. Chrissy B, that's my dog now. You know, my brother from across the pond. You know, I'm glad to meet a lot of the rappers in this community, man. A Money, I always root with him. That's one of my favorite guys, man. You know, his
Yeah.
story, man, is so wonderful.
Yeah. I appreciate you
Marsh,
highlighting them. Yeah, them are some good individuals, bro. I got mad love for all of them, bro. And
Team Cinematic,
yeah, yeah, all like foundation core members of the community, and I got nothing but love for them, bro. So I appreciate you, man. We'll be live tonight doing reviews if you want to stop by or whatever, bro. You know what I mean. We'll
always.
be up there. All right, bro. Much love, man. Again, I appreciate you. OD the
Thank you.
street
Thank you
guard.
for having me.
Yes, sir. All right, OD the street guard. Shouts out to OD. Okay, so my next guest is unfamiliar to y'all, but not unfamiliar to me. Unfamiliar to y'all. So remember I told y'all that I spent a little time in Texas, right? Like 3 years, something like that. While I was down there, I recorded an album, and I recorded the album at a place called BT Studios. It was in a city called Tyler, Texas. Uh, so I lived in between Tyler and Mineola, which is just woods. Okay, I lived in the woods. You know what I'm saying? And then Tyler was like an hour away from me. So when Lisa started coaxing me back into getting back into music, I started trying to find a place that I could, record my music. And I met BT. And BT was straight up right away, very welcoming, and all of that. And when I went to his studio, there was just chemistry between the engineer, me, and him, and I recorded the Goodbye's Legacy, the whole album, every track. It was recorded in Tyler, Texas, at BT Studios. Hush, please. And they did a great job. When you guys listen to the album, you guys always tell me how much you love it. You always tell me how the songs are impactful, and well, I recorded it here at this guy's studio. He does have a story to tell, so let's welcome him on right now. BT, what's going on, bro?
What's good? What's
Been a,
good?
it's been a
How you
minute.
been, my guy?
I'm all right, bro. How you been, man?
I know it has. It has.
I,
Man, I'm
I'm looking at a. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at a different. Yeah. No, I can imagine. Now, this is a BT without dreads. BT used to have these long dreads. You know what I'm saying? And I guess them people they wasn't going for that. You know what I'm saying? Um.
no.
So
They went on
BT.
cut out, man.
Yeah, man. So you had. Do you still have your record label? Where does all that stand today?
Man, today is slowly getting back together. I got a couple of artists that really want to hop on, but at the same time, I'm just trying to get me right. You know what I'm saying? Since I got home, it's been a little different. I'm not staying in Tyler no more. I got kids now. I got two of them. My son's two, finna be two, and I've been gone for almost 2 years. So now that I'm home, it's just slowly, gradually getting back together.
Yo, um, so what in your from your perspective, right? What ultimately led to um, you having to do the Fed time?
Just old stuff, man. Petty. In Texas, it's different and let you get away with other stuff that's crazy. 6 years, luckily, I only had to do 2 there, and now I'm on parole for the rest of the remaining of the time.
Yeah, um, yeah, and it was definitely some bullshit, bro. Because I remember when it first happened, um, and I felt real bad about the whole thing, bro. You know what I mean? What did uh what did this
Yeah,
experience
I'm just
teach?
glad to go and get it over with.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah, bro. What did this experience teach you about loyalty?
It's very slim. You know, the only person that really stayed in my corner was Rex, and Rex, you know, he like a brother to me. But everybody else, I could blame myself for it. I put myself in a situation where it's my fault, so I really just stepped away from everybody. I kind of kept this away so it wouldn't be nobody problem. But at the same time, nobody showed their loyalty while I was gone. Through these days.
Yeah, it's tough, bro. I've been in there a bunch of times, and I know what it's like, man. Trust me. You talking to somebody that knows what it's exactly like. So when you was in there, right? I'm sure you wasn't thinking about giving up music or none of that, right? You was probably more on the plot and what you gonna do next type shit, right?
Most definitely. Like now that I'm home here, that I just actually had my boy Kai came, you know, the engineer that we had actually set up everything for me. Now I'm here to kind of move everything I had at the studio into here. But you know, we going from a 3,000 square studio to just a small studio, so I can't fit everything in here.
Right, right, and I understand now. For my community, they don't know who you are, so I let them know. Dude had a studio you could pull your car into. It wasn't just a recording studio; it was a film studio as well. You could make a video, had plenty of room, pull your whole whip up in there, type shit, bro. So I was sad to see uh, that you know what I mean that you lost that, bro. I hate that for you, man. I hope that you get all that back soon, bro.
Man, most definitely. I put time, effort. Like when God got something for you, you never know the journey. But at the same time, I was just riding the roller coaster, and from starting out artists to actually getting 12 artists and going on stage with NLE Chopper and Polo G and side by side with Big X and all these other artists and working with some of their managers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard, but regardless, everything has its purpose. So we're gonna ride it out.
Yeah, man. I personally, bro, you know I'm rooting for you, man. Um, You know, I
I appreciate
yeah, man. You
you.
guys,
One of the hardest. You one of the hardest artists that I know, man.
thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And that was really a good album that I recorded there, bro. That's my favorite album. You know what I mean? I did one after it, but the one I did there is still my favorite. So, what was the hardest
I'm
part
definitely
about
gonna
it?
have to get a feature.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. What was the hardest part about adjusting to life in there, bro?
Uh, Respecting boundaries, man, because it's a whole world where people doing 25 to life. You got some people that done been there multiple times that stuck in their ways all the time because you never know. Person go down to the counselor and they get some bad news about their family members, and next thing you know, they want to act out. Then the just the whole atmosphere, the drugs that they
Yeah,
got in there, people are on it on some
yeah,
tune shit. It's crazy,
yeah,
man.
yeah, man.
People dying
Smoke,
every day.
smoking that fake weed, fucking skitzing out in there and all that, man. That's
Yeah, man.
what was the craziest shit you seen when you was in there?
Uh, I seen this old dude, man. He went to tweaking out on that shit and fell from the three stories down head
Damn,
first. Somehow he still ended up living,
damn,
and they pulled him out on the stretcher. And he went back to smoking the
damn,
same shit.
damn. Talk about not not learning from your mistakes, right? So so you
Nah,
trying to
man.
you trying to build the studio back now then, right?
Yeah, man. Slowly but for surely, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my mental right, trying to make sure my family right. I'm actually going back to school right now to get my CDL so I can have some funds because you ain't gonna have no fun unless you have some fun. So we
Yeah,
gonna get back to it.
I got you. And where is the studio gonna be based out of now?
Like 20 minutes away from Tyler. Like it's on the outskirts and True.
Okay. All right. So it's in like in a smaller area even than Tyler.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, this is different right here, right? But yo, I be trying to explain to people up here, right? Because I'm in Philly and we hate the Cowboys, right? But I be trying to explain to them that the area that I lived in, that you see a lot of Kansas City Chief flags too. You know what I'm saying? Because Patrick Mahomes went to school in that area.
Yeah,
Right now,
man.
now,
He ain't done but like 10 minutes away.
now some of the people you was fucking with actually went to school with him.
I want to say at least five of my artists they actually grew up with Pat, and actually some of them graduated with him and everything else. Actually played on the football team with him.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, I was trying to explain to people. I was like, wait a minute, not everybody is a Cowboys fan. You know what I mean? They got a lot of Chief fans down there too.
Oh, the whole city of White House where he's from, like I said, 10 minutes away from Tyler, they decked the whole city out in Kansas City Chiefs. They don't
I
even
re-
worry about no Cowboys over there.
yeah, man, I remember that, and I'm happy for them, bro. That they was able to break away from that bad culture of the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Like they was able to get away from that negativity of the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? And they found a new home with some winners. You know what I mean?
Whoa, hey,
I'm glad for them, bro. I'm glad for them.
hey, This our year, man. This is our Cowboys year, man. Don't. I know you're from Philly, but at the same time,
He said this all year, bro. That shit need to be on a T-shirt somewhere, bro. This all year. That's wild, bro. Hey, there's an
man,
artist.
we
There's an
gonna get it.
artist
We
that
gonna get it.
yeah, one day. Hey, there's an artist that comes through my community. He's from Dallas. His name is Xander Bangs. I might send him your way, bro.
I most definitely tell him send me his music. I definitely, like I said, uh I love music. I love sound, finding underground artists and everything else, trying to help them point them in the right direction if they don't have no studio. Like I still have connections all over that. If you're trying to really just get in the industry, like you got to be talented, you got to be hungry, but at the same time, you got to know the right people. Because if you don't know the right people, then you just doing it to have fun. But at the same time, it come with a little bit of this.
Yeah, he got a real different kind of sound to him. So, I'll send him your way, bro. See if something happens with it. If not, whatever. He's cool. He's a good dude. So the engineer that you was working with, right? Did you ever hook back up with him, or did y'all just go your separate ways?
Which one?
Mason.
Mason, he in Dallas. You know, he had his own legal trouble as well, but he's home now. He
Yeah,
hit me up a couple of times, but I just been in my own little world.
I got you. I got you. Um, so Rex is still there though, right? AKA Black Star, AKA
Yeah,
the
he has some
hero.
family. Yeah, he's around. He's up there in Dallas now. He's dealing with some family stuff, trying to get stuff situated up there, but everything going good.
What do you
Still
want your
talented.
Oh yeah, he is, bro. He could do a lot of different shit. That's why I fuck with him, bro. He got artistic view. You know what I'm saying? Vision. Yo, what do you want your story to teach people about consequences and redemption?
Man, well, I started this whole thing with consequences and redemption, and regardless, you just got to stay on the journey. Never give up on your hopes and your dreams, and never deter from what other people say, because regardless, you have the final say so, and you are that man in the mirror. So you just got to keep on focus on what you really want. If you want it, speak that into existence and never shy away from it. Regardless, fight for it.
Now, how far away do you think you are from reopening your studio?
I ain't too far. I just really been kind of procrastinating over the situations. I'm kind of in chains still of having to tiptoe around and do the things that I need to do. But I got a buddy of mine that's actually got a studio just like mine, maybe a little bit smaller. I'm working with him, and I'm only gonna focus on the team at the team point, because you know what I'm saying. Being in the environment where I was at, it just is different. If you already know.
Yeah, no, I do. A lot of people in this community know too, bro. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people in this community that have been in the same circumstance as you, as me, you know what I mean? All that shit, bro. So, yeah, man, you get that studio up and it's a go, bro. When I come down there, man, I want to come down there and drop the next album. You know what I mean?
Come do it, man. Come do it. I'm gonna be ready for you.
All right, that's what's up, bro. Hey, man, it was really nice seeing you, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro. Thanks a lot for your time, man. This is
I'll
Super
definitely be
BT.
tapping back in with you.
Yeah, man, we'll have you back again, bro.
Already.
All right, man. Much love, man.
Just let me know.
Yes, sir. Much love, bro.
Peace.
All right, shouts out to Super BT. Yeah, he real cool individual. Had, like I said, a real big studio. And circumstances, unfortunately, he lost everything, but now he's on the journey back up. You heard him. The road to redemption, as we like to call it here at Rickrugerreviews. And so shouts out to them, man. And shouts out to everybody out there. Thank you to everybody that tuned in to the Lisa Ruger show yesterday. We got a storm. Shouts out to everybody that tuned in to the Lisa Ruger show yesterday. Excellent conversation. If you missed it, it's on my page. Check it out. You got Rick Ruger Reviews coming up next. Send your submissions to rickrugerreviews@gmail.com, and I'll put your song through the gauntlet, and we'll see who survives it. Much love, man. And remember, stay hungry, stay happy, and never skip dessert.
Well, that's the end. We're calling it a night. The buffet was loaded and the food was just right. Stacked up the plate, then I went back for 3. If there's one more dessert, save a slice for me. Mashed potatoes, chicken ribs on a roll. Mac and cheese put a smile on my soul. Ice cream, corn pie saying, come on back. I ain't leaving till my buttons start to crack. Hey, we cleaned that buffet. Every single tray got carried away. From the first bite to the last French fry, we ate so much we nearly touched the sky. So wave goodbye till the next big feast. Bring your appetite from west to east. Same big laugh, same hungry crew. The big fat Rick show will be waiting for you. Now it's time to roll on home. Find a couch and leave me alone. Thanks for watching, don't you fret. We'll see you at the buffet on the next big fat Rick show. Stay hungry.